All right, give me a minute to share this. So if you're watching this right now, there has been a shooting over here on St. James. It happened in front of my mom's house. I came down here to check on my family, to check on my son, to check on my mother, to see what was going on. The last thing that I wanted to do was, have a hard time with the police or upset the police in any kind of way. But upon my entry, when I went there, I asked them where my son is. They told me that my son was in a car. I mean, it wasn't in a car. They told me that my son was in a house, but they have detained my son. When I went to go and ask about my mother, they told me that I can't speak with her. Legally, if my family is not being detained, if my mother is not being detained, then they should be free to speak with me. However, when I inquired about what's going on with them, they told me nothing. They told me that I have to wait, and that's understandable. But when I found out that they lied about my son not being in a house, I got concerned. They asked, could they search the front yard? And when they did that, I told them, well, they're already lying. I told my mom that she didn't have to sign any paperwork. And that's when they got upset and said that I was interfering with an active investigation by just telling my mother that she does not have to sign any paperwork. They won't let us talk. They won't let me talk to her. They won't tell me what's going on with my son. And I understand the situation is bad. I know that that's bad. But at the same time, do not mistreat my family and don't mistreat me. That is incorrect. Like I said, that's the last thing that I wanted to do, was to have a situation with the police officers, because I support them in all of the work that they do. I support them with them trying to, get us answers to help us, because this is a tragedy for their family. But I know how the system will get a hold of you. I know how the system will do you and how they've been doing us. And that's not what I want here. What I want here is some transparency. They did not have to lie to me about my son. They could have told me that he was in a car, that he was being detained. They chose not to. And the police chief got in my face and told me that I can get arrested for interfering. And that's not the situation. I wasn't interfering. I was telling my mom her rights. They don't need the permission to search the outside of the premises. A crime has happened. So I was trying to understand why they were asking for their documentation. Legally, my mother does not have to sign their paperwork, but that's what I told her. And with me telling her that, they told me that I was interfering. So if I wasn't here, if I was at home talking to her over the phone and telling her the same thing, would it still be considered interfering? This is my family. If they were being detained, that would be interfering. That's not the situation. So what has happened here, there's been a 17-year-old murdered. So 17-year-old been murdered. I think someone else has been shot. They heard the gunshots. They took a look outside, and then there was cops everywhere. And they're not knocking and beating on the door. My mom called me immediately after she heard the shots. So if I upset it, I want to put this out there. If I upset the police for caring for my family, I understand that. And I understand that you guys have a very hard job that you have to do. I'll just ask for some transparency when it comes to my family. I want some transparency. That's all I'm asking for. I've been sitting out here waiting now almost an hour for them to get done with what they're doing. And it's not going to be something that's done quick, but they're actually holding my family hostage inside of the house. They have the scene blocked off. They won't let me get to them. They want to talk to them, but they won't allow me to talk to her. Like, I can't call my mom myself. And this is a sad situation. This is sad. We need answers. This community is suffering. This place has been suffering for a very long time. Yeah, so they're searching now. They're still searching. They're still searching everywhere. Like, hoping whoever done it it does, you know, that they come to justice. I hope that they come to justice. Just when I ask about my mom, you know, we don't play about our mothers. We don't. My mom is in there freaked out. She's scared. Somebody done got killed in her yard. She is afraid. And we want answers. But I'm not interfering. They don't have to lie to us to get us to cooperate. You do not have to lie to me to get me to cooperate. They would have told me that my son was being detained and I knew to step back. But when they told me that he wasn't detained, then that means I'm still looking to see where he is. When they're telling me about my mother and they said I can't talk to my mother, if they're being detained, if they said they're being detained, then I know the law. I know to step back. I know to stay away. I asked were they being detained, and I was told I was interfering with the active investigation. The manner was, I think that the narrative of the situation is that while I was on the phone with her at letting her know that she didn't have to sign it, she was waiting for my approval for me to give them approval to sign the papers. But if you're lying to us, then what situation do we have in order to trust what you have to say? What order, if I'm not looking at that paperwork, what situation do I have to trust what you're doing right now? They have no choice but to do a job. And look, I mean this, really do. I really do. It is a hard job to have to police what's going on out here. I get it. But we got to treat people better. If you want to hold, so look, the situation is there's a suspect and then there's a witness, okay? There's a person of interest. There's a person of the wanted for questioning. Anyone that wants to be questioned. Now, I was just trying to simply identify which one my mom is supposed to be. Which one is my mom supposed to be? Because she's asking me questions on the phone of why you guys are holding her. Can you guys please share this to the Cahokia group? You guys know what I've done to try to help this city. I've supported the police all the way. I've supported everything that I stand for. I help people on the daily. I help people when they're in their worst situations out here. You guys know this. If I'm asking questions about my mom and you know my intelligence, why would you play with it and why would you lie to me? That's what I want to know. That's what I mean. Pretty much that's the situation. And we're sitting here. We're waiting to hear word. I need to check on my mom and make sure she's good. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I want to know is my mom good. Because she's physically okay does not mean that she's emotionally okay. I need to get to my mom. What's up now? What's up now?
All right. I was voting for you too.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. They got a situation here, man.
How you doing?
Mm-hmm. So if you're just tuning in and you don't know what's going on, right now there has been a shooting on St. James. Unfortunately, someone has passed because of it. My mom's house is completely blocked off. They're not letting me get access to her. They won't let me talk to her. I asked them if they were being detained, and I was told that I was interfering with the investigation and I could be arrested. for letting her know that it is her legal right to choose if she wants to sign the paperwork. She does not have to sign any paperwork. They don't need any paperwork in order for them to search outside of the premises. They don't. So my question is why they were trying to get her to sign it. And I really do hope that they get some answers. Hopefully somebody else has ring cam footage or something else out here to get us some answers on what happened. But interrogating my mom is insane. It's insane. Hey, Danielle. Let me turn the camera around. I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna talk to him, like let them know that I didn't mean, anything wrong in order, to interfere with anything. It's just that I didn't get any answers, so I didn't know what was going on with my family, and I wanted to know. I wanted to know what was going on with my mom. I wanted to know why she being caught up, in the middle of all of this. If she needs me here to be with her for her comfort, then she deserves that, If she needs me there to help her stay comfortable, somebody to be there with her through all that, then she deserves that. Don't take it away from her. It ain't like she out here trying to slide. It ain't like she out here trying to shoot anything out here. Well, I'm going to call my mom, and I'm going to see if I have any new updates. I just wanted to share with you guys on what was going on.